Hi. Um, I I have my board book out. I am learning the alphabet. I'm just flipping through it and enjoying what is here at the moment. It is, I really like it. This is the last page I have done, which was the J for jump ring and jewelry and jeans and journal, and so it's very, very embellished. The next one is the K and the L right there, and I will zoom you out just as soon as I get started. Hi everyone, thanks for tuning into my channel. Like I said, today is time to work in the board book, just like I said in yesterday's live video. I did a live video all by myself. I was so excited to do it. That was so much fun. And if you watched the live yesterday, thank you so much. And I hope you enjoyed it. It was all about my kit. And I used all the pieces in it, and I hope you got to see how to use it and that you're going to check it out. Go and get the freebie if nothing else. I'll put the link in the description here again so that you get to, all you have to do is click on it and check it out. All right, so today is for the letter K and L. K and L. And I just found another L. Look, that can be used as a label for the letter L, and it starts with an L. It was on my tea bag. So what I've come up with is I am going to create some keys with a stamp, and Shrinky Dinks. I have been looking forward to this project forever. I've had this idea in my mind for such a long time, and every time I'm like, oh no, I can't use it yet. It is time to bring out the Shrinky Dinks. I'm also using lace, labels, laminate. Let me show you. When I was in Value Village, I found a package of wood veneer from Cricut, and I thought that would be wonderful laminate. So I'll punch the holes in here and then put the jump rings on it and put the keys on it. I'm going to dye the keys gold with alcohol ink stuff. I have lots of lace. I have some linen, of course. If you're watching my my 50s journals, you know I am using linen. I have the lace, which is very close to the color that is on there. Some creamy lace, and I have some eyelet lace. So I have a little bit. And I'm putting all my love in it. So there we go. I think I am set. Let's get started. I am also going to first glue the laminate to the page. To start with that. And I'm using my hot glue today because I think it will just stick better. And I actually have a stand for my hot glue gun. Okay, let's stick that on there. Make sure that it is very well attached. And that it is somewhat straight, because that would be really helpful. Well, I think that's as straight as it's going to get, which is really not very, no. but it's attached. Not much I can do about it at this point. It is attached. It's okay. It is never going to be a professional piece of work. I have a stamp block. So I'm going to see if I can get this to stick. I have to clean my stamps up. One of these days I want to do a project where I'm going to organize my stamps and put them in a binder. I think you might enjoy that. I might get an idea out of that. So what I find is Shrinky Dinks is actually really easy to stamp on. Super easy. Takes the ink like no business. Eight. There we go. I'm just going to dry this because I do have to dry it so that I can turn it over and then put the gold alcohol ink on it. All right, I'm just shaking my alcohol. Put a bunch of drops on here. I'm going to be pretty liberal with it because I want them to definitely be gold keys. And it's funny to you, it'll just look like there's a whole bunch of drops on there. I'm going to put some alcohol on there. And you have to turn it over because if you don't turn it over, the alcohol and the alcohol ink will evaporate or will dissolve the black ink on the other side, which we definitely don't want. And you need the alcohol to make it move. So I still want them to be transparent-ish, but also full gold. I like that it's getting kind of a swirly effect. I don't know how much that is going to show up on the Shrinky Dinks. I've never done this because, you know, I am experimenting. Calling on my inner Louisa Heinzel again to see what will happen when I do this. And yes, I just added way more gold. I want these keys to be gold. I have to be really, really careful because it's starting to do what I don't want it to do yet. Okay, so I think I am just going to cut the pieces out one by one. And then I'll fussy cut around them. Punch holes in them. And then I will show you what I'm going to do because I'm going to try it with my heat gun. I've done like Shrinky Dinks with alcohol ink before, but I've never done it with the heat gun. So that is kind of where the interesting thing comes in, and I want to do it on video so you get to see, you get to experience it with me. I'll put music over it because I wouldn't put anybody to listening to the hum of my my heat gun. But I do want you to see what happens. Whoa! And experience this with me. All right, there's one. Do you want to see what happens? Want to try it? Let's try it. I'm excited. I'm like a kid right now. Like, oh yeah, I want to try this. Yeah. All right, let's try this. And I'm going to try it from the other way around. All right, you will be listening to some music. So you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to punch a hole in it. I can't get it attached to a jump ring if I don't have a hole in it. So first thing that I have to do is make a hole. So I'll start with that, with this one. There we go. One hole. And I don't know if you saw what was happening, but it was curling up and it freaked me out a little bit. So I stopped and I was pushing it down, and I didn't have to do that. It was doing it all on its own on the other side. I got rid of all the garbage pieces. It is pretty cute though. Okay, let's try this again. What I could have also done was put the alcohol ink first. And so right now I can, no, I cannot. Okay. Nope, what I was thinking is not going to work. I thought I could put another image of the stamp on this side, but of course I can't do that because it needs to be a mirror image. All right, here comes the music again. Well, that one came out a little straighter. Glass mat is so hot right now. But it did work. Is it faster than putting them in the oven? Absolutely not. Is it more fun? Yeah, so much more. And they're all coming out different, right? Because the heat isn't distributed evenly. So I'll finish the rest off camera, and then I'll be back to attach them with jump rings to the side. Right, I did the last one. The glass is super hot right now. This one got a little bit of a stain on the front, but they are all done. They're all really lovely. So this is the one without the hole. I have 5 with a hole. I still have 2 extra ones just in case. So they're all kinds of crooked, but they are so cute. Look at them. So cute. All right, I have the right tools for the job. Let's get started. I have a hole punch, just a little one. It's a 1mm hole punch. And I have my tools here. So let's just open the split rings. Jump rings. Jump rings. And I'm just going to hook these on here. You can see it, right? I'm so clumsy today. Oh boy. And the harder I laugh, the clumsier I get, of course. All right. 4. I had 5. Oh, there's the 5th. So what you didn't see, what I cut out, was when I was trying to put all the split rings that I grabbed first back into the package, and that didn't work very well. I threw them everywhere. Let's see if I can open these with the tools that I have here, or if it's just a permanent, really bad idea. Permanent, really bad idea. All right, so I am not going to measure very closely. I'm just going to kind of eyeball where I think is the center. Right there. And I'm going to take a hole right there. And I'm going to cut a hole right there. And the reason that I went up a little higher here is because it is the bottom of the book. So I don't want the key to lay on the shelf. So it's all good. I can just re-punch this hole too. And I'll just go in between. There we go. Thankfully, they're just 1mm holes. It won't show up that much. So now I'm just going to loop them through. Close the split rings. And close the jump ring. There we go. How cute is that? All the keys on the side of the page. I was going to zoom you back out. I didn't realize that it was all zoomed in again. All right, so they're all right there. It's like a keyboard. It's so cute. I'm excited. That was a fun thing to do. All right. my hot glue gun is still going. So let's put some lace on here as well. That. Now, I also have a letter on ledger. I thought that was very clever. So, how am I going to attach this though? Can I hinge? I can hinge it. Hold on, I can hinge it. I have lots of extra right here. So if I want this in the center here, how much space do I have to hinge it? Okay, so I'll just need to take a little and just fold it over. And then, just because it's right here and it's heated up, I'm just going to put a little strip of hot glue right there. And of course it doesn't want to go back in the holder there. And then I'm just going to put this over here. And hopefully the glue is still soft enough that I can work with it. There we go. So I hinged it. So all I have to do right here is I want to take a piece out so that it's not covering the K. Little piece more right there. So now when I pull it over, there's the hinge, right? So you can see the K, and then we'll have to do that. All right, so I'm going to fold this in. This is right here. I'm just going to fold this like a letter. This is kind of a silly project, this one. So I have the letter. Do I want to do it different? I think I want to do it like this. And then I'll just put it right there. Take some glue. I'm just using regular glue for this. Right there, and then I can just put glue on this end and close it up. So now I have a little tab on here. I think it's really cute. I think it's like, yeah, very clever. I am calling myself very clever. Yes, you heard me. You heard me right. Okay, I need to put something there, or let me fold it. Like that. There, now you can see the K. This was my clever idea. I giggled about it from the moment I figured out what I was going to do. Okay, so I need to put the lace and the linen and all of that on here. So I'm going to start with the big lace. And the keys are in my way. I should have done it the other way around. I should have done the lace first and then the keys, and not the keys first. That hurts. Grab some more. Grab a little piece of lace, or a skinny piece of lace, I mean. There. Why do you have so much hot glue on your fingers? Well, because I wipe it off. Yep. Okay, so that's the lace. I think I can do something better with the linen. I think I can put a little bow. I can make a quick little bow. I can go a little bigger. Okay. Let's try that again. There. Flip it over. And a little knot. Whoops! This lace is, or this linen is so fragile. It's so old. There. But it did make a beautiful little bow. So that's all that matters. And I can put the bow right there. Okay. That's not coming apart for many reasons now. And then let's put some dots in there. Ugh. Oh no, I have another little bow. I'll put another little bow on it. So I'll have the linen and then a little bow. And then if I put it like this, it'll maybe hold the letter closed too. Okay, let's see if I can get that done. No, not like that. Will it hold it? I think so. Yeah, I think so. So then you just pick up the bow and then it'll just pull right out. Oh, it's lovely. It's actually really lovely. This was the silliest project I have done, and I hope you don't mind that I giggled all the way through. I don't do that very often, but this time it was just, yeah, this project just gave me the giggles. Maybe I need to put a Velcro dot on there. Yeah, I do. Okay, I'll put a Velcro dot underneath so that okay, a little more hot glue. Okay, the soft little piece goes on the piece that you're pulling. So got that, and I've got the harder piece, or the rougher piece, and I'm just going to attach it to that side, and then I'll put a little glue on there, and I can close it up. That should work. That should hold it all really nicely closed. Okay, let's just make sure that is attached so that it stays. And then let's try that again. It's the easiest way to get it in the right spot is to do it like that. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so it's all going to stay really nicely together. And there we go. It's not moving anywhere. The Velcro will hold it closed. I hope you enjoyed this project. It wasn't anything special. It was a fun little project that I really, really enjoyed. I want to thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I do make serious projects most of the time. Today was just a little fun and games. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Bye!